Hi everyone, so the first thing I'm doing is taking this brow kit from Wet n Wild, and I'm starting out by taking the wax and the palette. It's the product actually above the one I'm pointing to. I've just picked up some of this on a lip brush actually, any small synthetic brush will do. And I'm starting at the base of my brow and flicking the product up through the hairs, making my way from top to tail. So once I've coated the hairs this way, I then like to repeat the process, but I flick my brush to the right instead of upwards. And I just feel then that this coats the entire brow hair, not just the top layer, as well as that it actually fluffs up the brows, as you can see, and in doing this the brows actually look a bit thicker and fuller already. I like to do this in a couple of layers like everything when it comes to makeup. I just like to build up my product, and what I really like about the Wet n Wild brow kit is the wax doesn't really go hard, it doesn't make the hairs clumpy, and I've time to work with the wax. It does set in place, but I just don't have to worry about the hairs going all hard and crispy. Now I'm going to add some colour to the brows because mine are quite light, and this time I actually am using that brown shade that I'm pointing to, and I'm using an angled brush to apply this. So I just like to add a little bit of definition and shape to the base of the brow, so I'm just drawing a line from the top of the brow to the tail, just where the hair begins. Then I'm turning the brush on its head so that the tip of the brush, that pointed edge, is facing downwards. I'm placing it on the line that I've just laid down, and I'm flicking the product upwards. So I'm creating little hair-like strokes, I'm not being too precise or anything, and like before I'm making my way from the start of the brow to the end. So layering is key here. I'm just picking up some more product on my brush and I'm flicking the product up through the brow, creating little hair-like strokes. You don't want to apply too much pressure because you don't want very harsh lines. As you can see, as I'm applying those strokes, that line that I mapped out earlier is fading. So I still do have definition there, but not a harsh line now. And if you are having trouble fading that line, I'm going to show you how to fix that in a moment. I'm just reapplying until I'm happy with how the brow looks, and if you wanted to add some depth, you could go in with a darker brown and just add this, let's say, from the arch of the brow down to the tail, but I'm not bothering, and that's just personal preference. So now that we've added the little hair-like strokes, if you do have a bit of a line left at the base of the brow, take some more of your wax from the kit, place it on that line and feather upwards, and the wax will just soften the colour and blend it in with the rest, as you can see here. To finish off the look then, I'm taking the Too Faced Brow Quickie. This is a brow gel, it's one that has fibres in it, and I'm combing this through the brows, and the fact that it has little fibres in it means it's really going to fluff up the brows. I apply the gel in one direction first and then in the opposite direction, just so that it coats all the hairs. Again, you can apply this in as many layers as you like until you achieve your desired level of fluffiness. For me personally, I just like a little bit of fluff, nothing extreme, but then that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know, and I hope the tutorial was perhaps a little distraction in the midst of this pandemic at present. So stay safe and I'll catch you all soon.